You know what I would do with these challenges, particularly about like how to scale, how to grow, whether to bring on other people, either as in paraplanner or admin roles, or whether to bring in, team up with another advisor, is just to be really, really clear about why. Like just back up really clear. Our May call with Christy Rains might be helpful in this regard for you. You know, because business design is lifestyle design. How you design your business will be how you live your life. I mean, I'm overstating that a little bit, but I think it's generally true. And so I'd just be really like, what are you solving for? What do you want to scale for? I start asking some really, really honest questions. And I would do this with maybe a dedicated time and maybe even a thought partner that could really push back on you. Questions around what is it that you actually really need to do for clients. Go through the delete, automate, delegate process. We're, in fact, I believe it'll be the June workshop. We're going to go through how we did that at Behavior Gap, and then how some other advisors do it. Because it's really interesting once you think through, like push really hard on the delete. Like, what could I get rid of? It's really crazy the number of things we've all decided that we need to do without ever asking clients. And asking clients isn't even the right word. Like, what can we learn about clients' revealed preferences? You know, for example, do they need a 2-inch thick financial plan? Do we need to print it out and have it and give it to them? Well, if you ask a client, do you want a full financial plan printed out? They're all going to say yes. But if you print one out and set it on the desk after you meet, you know, on the table while you meet, and you refer to it and the client gets up and leaves without asking for it, you learn something interesting. Just an example. Do you need to send quarterly performance reports? Well, if you ask clients if they want quarterly performance, they're all going to say yes. But did you know that we weren't born thinking we needed quarterly performance reports? We trained people that they should. And it turns out I forgot once to send mine out. And guess how many complained? Zero. All of this is pointing. I'm not suggesting you shouldn't send quarterly performance reports. I'm simply saying, think about that. Like, what is it that they really want? I have a friend who doesn't do any of the stuff that all the cool kids do. And he built his entire beautiful, amazing, really big business. And he's been running it for 20 years on two principles. Rapid response to client inquiries. So when clients have a question, they get back to him in a reliable time. So it doesn't actually have I should start using the word reliable response, because it doesn't necessarily have to be rapid. Like I'm on call all the time, but it's just clients know that when they ask a question, they are going to get an answer. And the second one, he's investment focused, a consistent investment experience. Same thing for every client. It's been consistent for 20 years. They know exactly what they're going to get. Consistent process on the investment side and the financial planning side, to be honest, and reliable response to client questions or concerns or inquiries. That's all he does. So again, I'm not suggesting that. I'm simply saying, isn't it interesting? I've got another friend, totally different idea, who only does client meetings while hiking. And I'm only bringing that one up because, like, push the edges of what you're thinking about here. That's one thing I would do. The second thing is delete, automate. Like, how could you automate some of these things? And we're going to cover some of that in our July meeting on how we do it. And delegate too. Like, how could you? This is called the cam. Somebody called it the camcorder. I don't know how old you are, if you even remember what a camcorder is. But I think we could now say like the screen share technique. Like, we're going to talk about that in our July call. So just push. What do you want this to look like? Bringing on an advisor. Why? What? Because it's absolutely a trade-off. Which problem do you want? Which problem are you solving by bringing on an advisor? And which problem are you adding? Because there will certainly be complications. And for some people, something like a partnership's the greatest thing in the world. And then some people, what's the old joke? The fastest way to sink is on a partnership. For some people, that's true. So what is it for you? And you may not know right now. So then the next question would be, if you're not sure and it's a major decision, how could you run a small experiment? How could you run small experiments to get new bits of information before you make a massive commitment? That's how I would think about this. That's the kind of stuff we do at the Society.